I am here with Coach Kyle Draper today. Hey, Kyle.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. What's up, Jennifer?
How are you?
I am so good. It's so great to be on here with you.
Yeah, I'm glad you're on. So we met on Facebook, actually, through mutual friends, and you are a video marketing expert, and we're going to talk all about that. But I want to talk to you today about a lot of us realtors are using video to get business and market ourselves. Can you just talk to us a little bit about how to do that and some tips to make it not overwhelming, though, Kyle?
Yeah, well, so sadly, the overwhelm part is in the eye of the beholder.
Right.
Because to me, it's not overwhelming when we do it the right way.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that you're not going to think that, because you're overthinking it. You're putting too much credit into the wrong people's opinions. And so I can't promise that it will be easy what I have to say, but you can choose to make it that way if you want to.
It's simple anyway, at least.
It really should be. What most of our industry is doing poorly is they only know how to talk about what benefits them.
Okay.
And it's exhausting. And well, here's what I mean by that. Check out my video of my listing.
Oh, right.
Here's a video of me talking about my business, of me showcasing my closing. Everything in real estate is me, my. And it's just, it's absolutely bonkers to me. Think about, have you ever seen a friend of yours on social media put up a post that says, guess what, guys? I sold 13 refrigerators this month. Woo!
No.
Right? Or a dentist friend that goes, guess what, everybody? I cleaned 184 sets of teeth in July. Come on.
So gross. No, you're right. But it is very self-absorbed. Even back in the day,
it's unbelievable.
They would be like, well, put your packets together and say why you're the best agent. And it's always this agent's number one. It's how are a billion agents number one?
Right. It's garbage. And so
garbage.
I don't know where the self-absorption came from. And that's not my job. I don't need to know that. I just know that it's there and we've got to fix it. And so if we want to do video at a high level, it starts with doing what we're doing, right? Yeah. We're doing a podcast that's creating value for people, but your local people are going to see this too.
Right.
And it may be the thing that causes them to go, oh my gosh, I almost forgot to call Jennifer, because we're thinking about listing our house.
Right.
And so what I love to help realtors through is, what else can we talk about that showcases different aspects of who you are? If you're a mom, bring some momness into your video content, right? Let your kids be running around in the background like crazy, because that's relatable to the rest of us that have crazy kids too.
Well, it is people want to do business with people that they like and they can relate to. So that makes sense.
Right.
But let me back up a little bit. Why video?
Oh gosh, why video?
Why
because
not?
Video, why not? Isn't that a great answer? Why not that? So the reason I say video is king of everything is because video works for us, whether we're working or not.
Yeah, because you can watch it at any time.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to do, right now, we're in the middle of a 30-day video challenge. So today's day 14. I am still getting comments on videos that I did last week, last month, last year.
Yeah.
I am speaking at a huge event in Colorado in September. And when I got on the phone with the VP of the company, he literally said, I just finished watching the video of your NAR talk from 2019.
That's crazy.
And that's why they chose me.
Nice.
Right? That's 2 years ago.
Well, and you can repurpose the content and you can do so many things, but let's just, well, I do want to actually talk about that challenge. So you're in the middle of one. When is the next one? And what is it?
So we're going to do, we just call it's the 30 days of videos challenge. It's 30 days in a row, not 30 days in a year, not 30 days in a decade.
Yeah.
30 days in a row. Why? Not because we should be doing video every day, but because if this is uncomfortable for you and you need this to become habit, it never becomes habit if you do it once a week.
Right. No, it won't work. And just you'll be in your head about it.
Right. So the goal is not to sustain a video a day. The goal is to just let that get you more comfortable. And then what we did is, and I'm sure you've seen this in like coaching and teaching people, if you don't have something on the line, most people won't do it.
Right.
So what we did for the challenge that we're in now and what we'll do for the month of September is it's $1,000 to do the challenge.
Dang.
Right. So our idea was, Jennifer, how many realtors are like, I need to get better video. Right. I know I'm going to do it.
Right.
And if I said, guess what? I've got a free challenge for you. They're going to go, awesome. I'm doing it.
And then not do it.
And by day 3, they're already going to quit. Yeah. And so our whole premise with this is bet on yourself. Mm-hmm. It's $1,000. We provide daily coaching, daily motivation. We literally give the topic every morning for you to do that day.
Like what's an example of a topic?
So let's see. So we did just 2 days ago, the topic was pick a local vendor that you can interview.
Perfect.
Title person, mortgage company.
Easy.
Right. A roofing company. Another topic that's my favorite topic is do a video about what you're reading, listening to, or watching.
That's nice.
Right. Regurgitate what you're doing to grow, to help other people grow so that now they see you as a leader in their life.
You know what? I love that. And I usually post like a book review on the book I'm reading, but it's like a stagnant picture. But it would be so much better if I had like a little video.
So much better.
Kyle, you're so inspirational.
I mean, wouldn't you? So I love I call it a joke. It's probably not funny to most people. So I don't really know if that's how they would classify it. But I always ask people like, what's more popular than any book? The Cliff Note version of the book.
Right. That's true. That's
right.
True.
And so if your people could get a Jennifer version of Cliff Notes of the book, they're not reading it themselves. They'd rather you pull out a couple nuggets.
Yeah.
And then they can go, awesome. I basically read the book. Thanks to Jennifer. And now you've increased in their life as a leader.
Yeah.
And it's powerful.
I love it.
And so if they complete the challenge, they get their money back.
Nice. Easy.
Right? That's the beauty of the challenge.
30 videos. You give the topics. You get your money. I feel like it should be in an interest-bearing account, Kyle.
Yeah. Well, you're smarter than me. So if that, there probably is something better that we could be doing with that.
I'm kidding.
Because I'm not that smart. I just know that when we can put money on the line, people are more inclined to do something. But here's the cool part. To me, the $1,000 is so obsolete to the amount of money you're going to make if you actually do the work.
Well, my friend, Sam Staskell, she's a realtor in Wisconsin. She had that challenge too, the 30-day challenge, a video a day. And the third day, her video went viral.
Unbelievable.
She would never
I believe it.
Yeah, she would never have done it had there not been accountability like this around that. And now she's like freaking famous in her little town.
You need to introduce us so I can interview her on my podcast.
I will. She's the best. But like, I agree with you. Anything, because it's kind of like you have to force yourself into the task. And if $1,000 sounds like a lot, then that's the right number.
Yeah, 100%. And to some people, $1,000 is trash, right?
Right.
We've had a couple people that they quit after the first video.
Dang.
And so I can't wait to be as rich as they are one day. And that $1,000 means that little to me. But here's the key. So I put out a post this morning from a friend of mine named Steve Kiles. Mm-hmm. He is big in the mortgage space. Mm-hmm. He has a podcast called the Loan Officer Leadership Podcast.
Okay.
And he's getting like 30,000 downloads a month. So he's like kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
And he said on my podcast, anything worth doing is worth doing badly.
Yeah. I always say it's worth overdoing, but yes, it's worth,
Yeah. Well, you're not going to overdo it if you suck at it. Right. So the way you're saying it, I'd have to at least be decent at it in order to overdo it.
Uh-huh.
But I love the premise of if we truly believe that video is powerful and we need to be there, anything worth doing is worth doing badly. We've got to walk before we run.
Right.
We're going to suck at first. Like, it is just a part of it. I am trying right now. It's embarrassing. I can't even believe I'm about to say this, but I'm forcing myself to grow on TikTok. I freaking hate it. I hate it. I feel like an ancient old man amongst all these kids.
Right.
But there's so much green pasture for growth on TikTok. Yeah. And so I just posted my second video in a row, and it's so bad. Like, I watched it and was like, this is so terrible. But I hit the post button because who am I?
Makes it funny, because it is like relatable. Yeah. And Gary V, who is like, you know, the guru of all this social media, he even says like it's quantity, not quality.
100%.
That's
100%. He was interviewed. I don't know when this was, but there's a video out there that you can go find where somebody asked him, what's worse, a bad video or not doing the video?
Not doing it.
And he said, 100% not doing the video.
Right.
A bad video can still ultimately bring you what you want, because we already have a group of people out there that love us, whether the video is good or bad.
Right. Or they're
I'm gonna get comments
and
today.
Fun of us, which is okay.
Yeah. But even then, I mean, I don't know about you, but I've been doing video for like 7 years now. And to this day, I've never had someone like for real troll me on a post.
Right.
Ever.
No, I haven't either.
You know? And so even the people that would make fun of us, they're our friends. You know, they're going to make fun of us the way they would in person anyway. And it's kind of endearing.
Yeah. Right.
And it could still lead to them buying a house from you. So isn't that laugh worth it to turn around and make $8 grand, 10 grand, whatever your commission is?
Hell yeah. Well, let me ask you this. So you're saying like just post a video, and it can be about anything as long as it's like kind of not about like, look at me, look what I can do. Right. Like, as long as it's not ego driven, and you're talking about even non-real estate stuff.
Yeah. 100%.
So like, is there like a formula for like branding yourself where it's like a certain percentage of real estate related, a certain percentage of non?
So you're the second person to ask me this in the last 12 hours. So I feel like I need to have a formula. It is. Somebody literally asked me that last night. And up until now, I don't have a formula. And here's why. You know, Gary V wrote the book, Jab, 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 Right Hook. Mm-hmm. And so a lot of us have kind of lived by value, 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 sell, right? Yeah. I mean, that's what the guru of social media wrote a book about.
Right.
I have kind of changed that to say, why does there need to be a difference?
Okay.
Like, I'm never not my business.
Right.
At all times. If I'm at Target, I could run into somebody that's like, oh my gosh, Kyle Draper. Hey, can you, if you're at dinner, somebody can see you at dinner and you don't go, oh, hey, can you call me at 9:30? That's when my realtor hat comes back on.
Right.
Because I'm having dinner.
Right. So
because we're never not who we always are, I'm always a dad. I'm always a husband. I'm always a guy that loves sports. I'm always all things.
Yeah.
And so if we would adopt a phrasing that I call passive branding, it'll change your life. Passive branding is you could do a video about being a mom.
Yeah.
And in the beginning, you could say, you know what, guys, one of the things that I struggle with as a mom is like, after I've shown houses all day, I just don't want to cook dinner. And so we found this really cool local service that brings food to our door, and it's homemade.
Right.
You got to remind people that you're a realtor.
Yeah.
But the video wasn't about real estate.
That makes
sense.
But
it wasn't not about real estate.
Right.
Right. So when I teach, if I'm in a brand new room full of people that don't know who I am, I will tell a story about the last time I spoke at NAR. Nice. Why? Because that gives instant credibility.
Well, you're demonstrating who you are. And yeah, it's credible to be at NAR.
Yeah. So those people are like, who the heck is this guy? I tell a story about being at NAR and they go, okay, this guy might be kind of a big deal.
Right.
But if I would have got on stage and been like, so guys, I'm Kyle Draper. I've spoke at NAR the last 2 years.
Ugh.
I'm pretty big. Like
Ugh.
everybody would have been so grossed out and disgusted by
It's
me.
repelling.
And so like, instead of the closing photo, tell a story about the buyers.
Yeah.
Right? Talk about Mr. and Mrs. Smith and why you served them at such a high level and what struggles they were having that you helped them overcome because you're so amazing at what you do. Right. Now you're causing people to go, right? They're celebrating you instead of scrolling past.
Yes, that makes a lot of sense.
And so just get rid of the desire to go, how much business can I talk about and how much personal?
Right.
And because the other piece to this, the other piece of this, Jennifer, is if realtors would learn how to be educators of real estate instead of salespeople in it, the game would change. Yeah. Because no one gets mad at me when I educate them on something.
Yeah.
They just don't want to be sold to.
Right.
So if you go watch my videos, I talk about social media constantly, but I don't end it with, so if you need a coach, like I know a guy, right? I just give them a tip, help them, and leave.
Yeah.
And I just trust that through my energy, through my passion, they're going to at some point go, man, I need to ask Kyle to help. That's how we do it.
I love it. Those are great tips. I think like there's a lot of stuff in here, but if people,
oh, there's no doubt.
Yeah. But if people are interested in like doing the challenge, or, I mean, I know you don't, like to say, hey, I have a coaching program, but I do want to talk about it. So can you tell us like what to expect from something like that?
Yeah. So everything's on my website. So if anybody listening goes to kyledraper.com, I've got a tab called coaching for my group coaching program, where it's a 4-month program where we meet twice a month. And I reinvent you on social media.
Nice.
Because most realtors have been completely led astray when it comes to social media, right? Most realtors were taught how to sell.
Right.
And then somebody turned their head and was like, see that thing called Facebook? See that thing called Instagram? See that thing called YouTube? Just go sell there. And so we've totally lost the ability to just be real humans and be relational. And so my program is an organic approach to social media. We don't talk about ads. We talk about content and engaging and the things that we need to be doing daily that would be the equivalent of cold calling and door knocking. But when done through social media, it adds a whole new level of relatability to it. We talk through video for an entire month. And then at the end, I give them the Coach Kyle plan for what they should be doing with their content every single day.
Nice.
And it's unbelievable.
And like how they're getting leads through social media and they're being systematic about it.
100%. Yep. So that's there. And then there's also a tab that says all or nothing. And that's the all or nothing 30 days of videos challenge.
Nice.
Right. So you're going to give $1,000 and you're either going to get it all back or you're going to get nothing back. And the next one will be in September, and people can sign up directly through the website.
I know, like for me, because I didn't really know anything about social media. As a matter of fact, I thought I was really stupid. And so I know like when I finally realized that like, wait a minute, let me just like go all in and give this a try. Like the return is so high. It's insane. Because I'm a big numbers person and I'm a big, like, I want a return on my investment of time. And it just really is, especially if you have a sphere and that's who you're working with, that's the return.
100%. And I can't wait to talk about all of that in your journey on my podcast.
Yes. The
we're going to be doing that
Media Mindset podcast.
Yes.
That'll be fun. So everybody should tune into that too. And then the website, if they want to talk to you more, get more information, is kyledraper.com. Correct?
That's it. Yes, ma'am.
Is that the best way to get a hold of you, is through the website?
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's where they can get to me anyway. right? Like all my socials there, then you can find my cell phone on all my, so that's
Everything.
that's the hub, and anyone can get as close to me as they wish, I guess.
You're pretty easy to get a hold of. That's for sure. Well, I really appreciate you being on, Kyle. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And
Thanks
I
for
look forward
having
to
me. This has
seeing the
been great.
results of the challenge and listening to more of the podcasts.
Yes, I will be reporting the results for sure.
Awesome. Thank you, Kyle.
Thank you.
See ya.